Taking notes in the classroom is an important part of the learning process. When students take notes from their lessons or from their textbooks, it helps them to better learn and understand and review the material for quizzes and tests. But have you ever seen students struggling to keep up? Or do you see students that fall through the cracks in a lesson and you don't quite know where the disconnect happened? Wouldn't it be better if you could follow your students through the lesson? Well, now you can with the help of Nearpod. What is Nearpod? Nearpod is a program that allows you to make interactive lesson plans. With it, you can follow your students' progress throughout the lesson and see data, student responses, and questions in real time. Teachers create lesson plans and PowerPoints with the Nearpod program and give students access to the program using mobile devices, iPads, phones, or computers. Students can follow at a live pace with the class and the teacher, or they can follow at their own pace if they need more time. Students sign into Nearpod and, using a code that their teacher gives them, begin the lesson. Let's see how this works. To explore lesson, and when we click on it, it takes us to a different page. As you can see, there are already many lesson plans for teachers to purchase or to add to their libraries for free. Let's take a look at one of the free lesson plans. Here's one on oceans for grades 5 through 7. Now let's click Preview to view the lesson. Here we can see that you can add AI versions of the ocean floor to the lesson, and we can see the camera is moving across the ocean floor to give us a 360 view of what it looks like to be underwater. Let's move on to the next slide. The next slide shows lesson objectives as would a traditional lesson plan, and then we begin the lesson. The first question of the lesson is, what is a marine biome? At this point of the lesson, students can raise their hand and answer the question aloud. On the next slide, we have the definition, and the lesson plan continues to follow like a PowerPoint. The What Do You Think section gives students a chance to answer the question, and it gives teachers the chance to see if the students are listening. Here we see that you can add pictures and videos just as you would any PowerPoint. Students can also share answers that they have to the questions with other students. You can also add quiz questions in the middle of the lesson. Here's another AI version of the seafloor. Using AI or virtual reality is a relatively new technological advance for teachers to use to help students. With virtual reality, students can see what something looks like without actually having to be there. This new advance opens up many doors for students to learn more about the things that they're learning about in school. Here's an example of how you can add videos. Once the lesson is done, you can add quizzes for students to take. Nearpod then gives the students and the teachers real-time results for their quiz questions. You can also continue to ask questions if there's something that you don't understand. The best part about Nearpod is that the teacher has full control from their device at the front. What about if students get distracted? Well, there are apps such as Escape or Headspace that can keep students from doing things during the lesson on other apps. Overall, Nearpod can be a useful tool for teachers to enhance their lesson plans and learning process of students.